What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Molten, and today kind of got something different for you guys. We got my first ever commentary, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's been actually, these are probably one of my first videos I've ever done a commentary on. But this video is not about the gameplay. This actually is really interesting. You'll see in the end why I actually chose this gameplay, but we're not talking about the gameplay. What I really want to talk about is something like I've seen so many times on Twitter, no matter what social media you're following, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, Snapchat. There's something, if you're in a competitive scene, you're trying to get known. I guess you're trying to find a team. Like you're a free agent, right? And you're like, okay, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to find a team? How do I get known? Like things like that. Like I don't really want to sound like I know everything because, like I said, I'm kind of in that process too as well. So it's like at that point, I'm just, I guess, as everyone else, trying to look for a good team to go pro with. I mean, if anyone wants to reach that level, like as what I'm trying to do. But what I want to talk about is finding a team. Like that subject is literally, if you're trying to find a team these days, it's like I'm not gonna sit here and whine and say, oh, like the requirements are so like strict and what they look for is kind of absurd. But at the same time, I kind of get it because let's say, for example, you're looking for a team and you're like, okay, you're a free agent. I played a couple GBs. Maybe I played a tournament. Maybe maybe I played a couple GBs, stuff like that. And you're like, okay, I'm pretty qualified, right? But then you try to try to join this team that wants that, I guess it's really serious, and then they're like, okay, what exactly, what kind of requirements do you have that we should pick you up for? Do you have a lot of pro points? Do you have experience on LAN? Do you play online tournaments a lot? These things really factor in when you're trying to actually find a team, because every time you find a team on Twitter, no matter what social media, they will ask you the same question: how many pro points do you have? Do you have a LAN experience? A little other stuff that's really necessary, but not, I guess, a necessity, is things like having a scuff or having a monitor, like a BenQ, whatever it is that you're using. That really is irrelevant. I mean, the main point is if you don't have a certain amount of pro points or if you don't have LAN experience, they look at that and they're like, okay, why exactly do we need to pick this guy up when this other person is hitting me up? He is more qualified in terms of what we're looking for. Like, I'm kind of speaking as a person who's looking for, I guess, a free agent. He'll look at his pro points and it's like, okay, I'm going to go with the guy with the most pro points compared to the guy that I know nothing about, but never gave that person an opportunity to play just based off what he had in terms of pro points and LAN XP, all that. Now you see, that kind of requirements is literally, it's a two-way sword. It's a two-way street here. Like, it's good that you find a qualified player, but at the same time you won't really know what that other person that doesn't have the requirements like might contribute to the team. Like that person might be just as good as the guy without any pro points. Why? Because yeah, maybe he hasn't made goal until many lands, or maybe he hasn't played a lot of online tournaments, but maybe he's been scrimming a lot. Maybe maybe played a lot of GBs. Maybe he's been on a team that's been unlucky. It happens to all of us. We try to find that perfect team, and it never really works out. Like we play constant team scrims, GBs, Twitter tournaments. Like there's so much SS sites where you'll meet other players that want the same thing as everyone. We all want to do. Like we all at one point, I guess, if I'm speaking in terms of myself, but I know there's other people as well that's trying to get to the pro level, to get to, I guess, reach from the top amateur level to like the either low tier or semi pro or actually pro player one day. But it's like this is really what I'm making this commentary about. It's like at this point you can't really look at a player based off what he could contribute to the team. Like unless you actually play with that person for a good amount of time. Like you played a couple of team scrim with him, you played a GB, you played in a tournament. That's how you're really gonna know. Like in my opinion, if you really want to find what a player can do, you put him in a scenario where he has to clutch up. You put him in where he has to actually figure out, okay, he's in a tournament, he needs to clutch up, he's playing with a team, that you guys played each other a little bit, you have a little bit of chemistry, you're gonna play in a tournament. Well, at this point, you can only play in online tournaments unless you can actually go to LAN. Because the one thing you don't want to do, which is why I kind of get why other teams look for a strict requirement, you're not going to fund the person to go to a different state, compete with other teams that already have that chemistry, and they've already gone through the process of finding their four players. So it's like, at that point, it's like they're ready. So they're pretty much going to go against other teams that are either pickup teams. Like if you notice, LANs will always have last minute teams, or I guess teams that I kind of were formed in a way, but didn't have enough time to, I guess, scrim and practice and get the chemistry down. But the thing is like, you don't want to fund a person that you know nothing about. You've not played with the person. Expect him to do, I guess, the part you're looking for. For example, AR, sub, whatever, support, OBJ, whatever role you're playing. But really, to be honest, I guess at the same time, it's kind of give you that as that's part of the commentary. But that's kind of what I've been doing. That's kind of why you haven't been seeing, I guess, I'm kind of going off topic, but that's really why you haven't been seeing, I guess, much videos like my Road to MLG Pro series, because I record that series to kind of show you guys what exactly goes behind the scenes of what exactly it takes to become a pro player. There's like, it's a long process. It's like, that's something you need to really commit your time and commit everything, and you really want to make that happen. You really need to play. It's kind of like, you need to sell yourself. It's like, I'm kind of quoting off other people right now, but if I needed to take one quote from any of this, if you want to take, I guess, one thing from his commentary, is that, and this is something Crim6 from Off the Game, if anybody even know who he is, obviously know who he is. I saw one of his videos, and he mentioned, don't look at the player who has, I guess, the pro points and the LAN winnings. Look at the people who you try out, who wins you the games and who loses you the games. That's the main thing you want to look at. Because if you can find a player that wins you every single scrim, you guys are winning Twitter tournaments. You guys go in a 2K, a 5K, a 1K, an amateur series. It doesn't matter if it's a 2v2, a 3v3 tournament, a 4v4 tournament. It doesn't matter what it is. If you guys are winning with that player and he doesn't even have the requirements, he doesn't even have pro points, and he's winning you the games, then obviously that's because he has talent. And at that point, you really build yourself a team where you guys are winning everything online. So at that point, what's next? Obviously, yeah, you guys are winning everything online, so yeah, you guys got to go to a LAN. I mean, unless you guys want to be, I guess, a strict online team, really at that point, you really shouldn't be trying to go to LAN or become a professional, I guess, Call of Duty team, because, I mean, you can online, but to be honest, online was mostly Call of Duty, but the other part is mainly LAN. You want to go to a LAN with a team, because if you can find that for a set of players of a team, then you guys will be set. Never look at a play. That's kind of like the main point of this conversation. Never look at a person by what he has on paper unless you actually play with the person. Now, most people, I guess they tried this before, and I guess by experience, they set those requirements based off experience. Yes, they'll probably say, oh yeah, I've tried giving the person a chance, and guess what? He was literally ass, like, yeah, burn language, but yeah, they'll literally say, yes, like, I've tried not, I guess, looking at my requirements, I played with the person, put him in a scrim, I put him in a tournament, a Twitter tournament, whatever, and he was losing us the games, which I get. At that point, if he tried the person out, he's not contributing, then yeah, he's maybe not the person you're looking for. But to be honest, it's like, whoever wins you the games, whoever loses you the games, that is the main focus of why exactly what you should be looking for in a team. Because if you can find that player that wins you all the games, no matter what requirements or whatever he has on paper, overlook that. If you're a captain, even if you're like a player for the team, your opinion is gonna matter more, because if you all say, yeah, he may not have the pro points or have any LAN experience, but he's winning us the games, like, he's doing good, the chemistry's good, he has good vibes, he's playing whatever role you guys needed, slaying OBJ, he's doing it well, and we're winning. So at that point, why not pick him up? You know, it's like, and that's mainly what I guess was going on in my scenario. It's like, mainly right now, it's like, that's why I haven't been seeing like the MLG Pro series. I've mainly been trying to, I guess, find a team that, I guess, that fits my requirements, and not, well, mine's and then theirs at the same time. It's not like I'm a bad player or anything like that. I will see. To be honest, if I had a tier to level myself in terms of like what exactly I can contribute to a team, I'm actually either a low tier pro, if anything, at best. And I'm not gonna sell myself high and say, yeah, I'm a professional player. Obviously, if you want to be a professional player, you need to have that high standards and say, yes, I can compete at the highest level, which I can. But at that point, you know, one person can't really do it. You need a 4-man team. But I was going off topic. Basically, yeah, that's really why you haven't been seeing a series as well. Kind of going sidetracked, but right now what's been going on is just me right now. I guess right now my mom, she's visiting my apartment. If you follow my videos. So it's kind of hard to, I guess, practice with a team and have her, I guess, in the background while I'm actually playing, because it actually sounds weird. She's like, oh, why are you calling out to your monitor? No, I'm calling my team, Mom. What are you doing? Well, I was going off topic. But yeah, basically, that's really all I wanted to say against this commentary, guys. We're reaching 10 minutes. And yeah, as you guys can see, okay, we're gonna talk about the gameplay a little bit. As you can see, we were down by a good amount in hardpoint, and apparently we outslayed them. Like as you can see, look at that, I got 3 Ps, 4 Ps. Look at me, I'm just going off right now. Oh my god. But that's basically why, guys. Like, it's like if you're a free agent, you're always gonna run into that problem. If a person is telling you you're not good enough, it's just because they don't want to give you a chance. Go with the team that's gonna give you a chance, because that's all you really need. And anything you want to do, you always, if you have that one opportunity, that's what's gonna win you the games. That's basically it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. I know this is kind of like my first commentary. I hope it was really bad or good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you agree of what the requirements are looking for. Yeah, take anything from this video. Look for whoever wins you the games and whoever loses the games. I took that quote from Krim, but to be honest, that's literally the best advice I can give anybody, or if you can take from this commentary. Yeah, if you look for that, I'll assure you every time, if that person wins you the games, you will be successful. If you find 4 players that will win you games. Chemistry and everything else is afterwards. Obviously, you want to look for that, but that's different. But thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be uploading consistently, and thank you so much for watching. And YouTube, we'll see you in the next video. And the outro.